brought to you by Shawn Porter Promotions.
Yeah, absolutely.
We can talk about the announcement on the card. Yeah, bingo.
Yeah.
Bingo. We got a whole subject. Until we get there, that's the main event. we can't start off with the main event.
Well, we can start off with the main because we're going to, because that was where my mind was. And,
Oh, okay.
I mean,
if that's
this is the PorterWay Podcast, so
Hey man, we last
welcome
week,
y'all.
2 weeks ago.
And
Was it
with
last
two
week?
T's.
Yeah, 2. We got right into it. We say we ain't got nothing to talk about. We went right into it like we had something to talk about.
Right.
Hey, I didn't realize when I announced your losses. Why people thought that was so funny? Did you read the comments?
No.
People thought it was because they said you were high, and then when you said, "Oh, I have 4 losses," it ain't bad. It's only 4.
Yeah.
And a lot of people was giving you credit, but I didn't realize I named your losses right in order.
Yeah. Oh, I
was
know.
like, that's pretty impressive. That was pretty impressive.
I need help, man. I don't be,
You don't be thinking about the losses. Huh?
just,
How many wins you got?
What happened.
How many wins you got?
30 something.
Yeah, I don't know. 31, I think.
How you don't know the wins, but you know the losses? Because it's only 4 of them.
Hey, that's
It's easy because it's 4 of them. You know?
Yeah.
Remember the big ones that I won.
Okay.
31, 4-1.
Okay.
Can they hear you?
Yeah, they can hear you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like, that's the voice of God.
Did anybody happen? So I know I said I was gonna get in the comments. I'm sorry, I never get in the comments.
We can just look at it
I'm
right now.
sorry, but did anybody comment on when
I can look.
when a boy came in and you started tripping up?
I don't know, but why are you bringing that back up?
Because I was like, because I replay every episode on my way home. And I was like, people don't understand the context of what we were laughing at. And it probably was a dumbass moment for the podcast because I took responsibility. I was like, I didn't explain to them what we were laughing at. And so they probably didn't understand it was a stupid moment for the podcast.
I think we talked about it a little bit. I ain't see nobody really break it down.
Hey, do we need a camera on this side?
Hey, they did tell me.
Pointing to me.
You know what?
Yeah, pointing your way.
We need a camera up in his room when he talks.
Yeah.
It goes to him
Yeah.
and goes back.
All right, we can make that happen.
All right, cool. You know what they did tell me? Shout out to my guy.
You gotta be conceited as hell though to know when you gonna say something. You're like, let me put it over me.
Hey, my man said, Antt, dude, do not need to scream when you talk. The mic is right by your mouth. So, shout out to Bam Bam. I'm gonna control it this episode. I think last time I did that, we was somewhere and Shawn kept saying, what?
The audio levels will thank you.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Yeah.
Okay. That's the audio gods.
Listen, we're not gonna start with the main event, but obviously we got something big coming up with David Benavidez getting in the ring with Boo Boo, Demetrius, Andrade. Andrade?
What
did he say?
What
did he say Andrade?
Andrade.
Okay.
Why we don't have him on this today?
Great question.
Why won't have David? All right, next 2 weeks we got to get David and we got to get Andrade.
Yeah.
That's both your guys.
It's on me, right?
Yeah.
All right, I got you.
What you be doing? What do you do?
Let me send the reminders now.
Let me tell you something. We record this. I ain't gonna say the exact time. Well, people don't know where we're at. I guess they do know where we're at. We're on a Sunday. I think once, just in case, when I pull up out there, I make a lap. Make sure anybody is trying to set me up. Okay. I almost got ran down on yesterday. Last week.
What is happening?
But when we leave the podcast, besides Sunday, you don't even think about the show, do you? You texted me last night, and I thought you was gonna do something.
Funny thing.
I gave you your answer within 2 minutes, and you blew it off.
Funny thing is, the only time I think about the podcast is when I'm having an intellectual conversation that's very enlightening, and then I put down notes for my motivational messages. That's the only time I think about the podcast. That's the most important thing to me.
Okay, all right. So,
hold up. Because
what you got?
as it pertains to the main event, Boo Boo Andrade,
Yes.
and what can we call him? The boogie,
The Mexican Monster.
Mexican
Monster.
Who do you get
To train
for Boo Boo to spar?
We could say the same thing with Demetrius. I mean, say the same
But
thing with
can
David.
you, though?
David. Yes. Who fights like Boo Boo? He has a very
Funny thing, I was trying
style.
to think about that on the way up here because I was gonna present.
Okay.
I didn't expect you to rebuttal me with that.
My bad. All right. But to for somebody, okay, I think it may be easier to get somebody to manipulate David, then I don't know if I use that word right either.
No, not manipulate.
Emulate. Y'all know I use the dictionary. I ain't know. I think it's easier to get a big cruiserweight to be David. I mean, David Hands. It's a lot, but you got to get somebody bigger that just can take your punishment in camp and not stop and bring it every single day after day. I mean,
so you think it's easier to find somebody? What is he? 6'2", 6'3"?
No, I'm 6'4". He's 6'4".
He's 6'4"?
Hey, I'm 6'4". I'm 6'4". He's 6'4". That's how I've been right. He's 6'4".
People comment, dang, I thought Antt was at least 6'6".
Nah.
Benavidez or Andrade?
Benavidez.
Yeah, him.
Says BoxRec says 6'2".
Yeah, he ain't no 6'2".
6'2".
No, 6'4".
We'll give him 6'2".
All right. That's what's right.
But who do you find 6'2", that strong, that big, and also that fast?
Yeah, you're gonna have to go super middleweight. Maybe a Jared Hurd. I'm trying to think who. I don't want to be disrespectful because I'll be talking wild. That man ain't fighting right now that could get back in the ring.
Yeah, that was the hardest part would be finding somebody who's also in shape. Like there's no combination there.
Yeah.
I said the closest thing you could get to for someone that Boo Boo can spar with in preparation for David Benavidez is a fast heavyweight.
Yeah. Or cruiserweight. Yeah, heavyweight's a little pushing it.
Heavyweight ain't pushing it.
It ain't pushing it?
No, because most cruisers ain't even that fast.
Okay.
You'll find a faster cruiser more than likely than you would find a fast heavy. But then the cruisers that are heavy or that are fast usually don't know how to use their size. Yeah. Or usually the cruisers that are heavy the cruisers that are fast aren't that big, you know? So I thought about it and I was like, yo, you gotta find some young heavyweights
coming up.
And you gotta be interchanging them. You gotta bring 2 or 3 young heavyweights because when you're a young heavyweight, you're usually not that big. Mm-hmm. When you're a young heavyweight, usually you're coming out of the amateur program, so you're used to a fast pace. And also when you are a young heavyweight, you're also usually ready and always staying ready, opposed to any champion that Boo Boo could find, because champions ain't in training when they ain't training for their own fights, you know? And so collectively, it's like, how do you find the experience? Mm-hmm. On top of the experience, of course, the size. On top of the size, the speed, the strength, the stamina, the list goes on. I was like, you got to find some young heavyweights.
I mean, I'm looking at a couple options, maybe the Darrell brothers.
I thought about both the Darrell brothers.
Okay.
Then I was Anthony ain't fighting no more. And then I was like, Dre might be able to get the job done. We brought him in when I got ready for Terrence Crawford.
Okay. What about Anthony Yarde?
Yarde makes a lot of sense.
Joe Smith Jr. Joe Smith gonna come.
But Joe just finished sparring. Just finished a fight though. Yeah.
It's tough, Shawn.
Yeah.
I mean, how did you're a boxer. How did you go by selecting who was that all Pops?
It was all my dad, but the number one thing with my dad was who's going to be durable and who's going to last. And so my dad was bringing in 3 guys and keeping them again in rotation. And my dad was looking over at them like, yo, how you feel? And they was like, no, I'm good. My dad's like, you look like you slowing down. I'm going to bring you out just for a round. Yeah. No, coach, I'm good. No, just for a round because I know what my son need. You know what I mean? So for Boo Boo, I think it's a matter of finding, number one, you got to find guys that's in shape and ready to train. That's hard to find nowadays. Yeah. You know, that's the number one thing. Then beyond that, now you got to push the size. I think you push size more than you think you push speed because at the end of the day, David Benavidez has a reputation of not stopping. Yeah. If there was one thing you was gonna bet on that Boo Boo needs, he needs somebody who's gonna be relentless.
A pressure fight. You gotta pressure me the whole sparring.
Yeah, but back to the size. Mm-hmm. Eventually, David's gonna get on top of get on him, way on him, push him against the ropes and all these other things. And so you need somebody that's gonna be able to have that physicality to him. You know?
I don't think David gets enough credit for his conditioning.
Yeah,
Shawn, all 12 rounds he looks fresh.
Yeah.
I've never seen a round where he just kind of like takes off and just takes some.
I don't think anyone's really ever
pushed him.
No, not pushed him, but refer to him as a slow starter, but I think it's a building process for him.
You're right. Yep. Yeah.
It's not, and not that he don't need to be 100 punches around every single round, but I think it is a building process for him. I would love to see what his numbers look like or what they say his numbers look like, but it looks like he builds round by round.
And it's funny because both of these guys are kind of opposite. Demetrius starts high and comes down.
Yeah.
He starts low and goes up. Demetrius, you have to carry that.
You got to carry that, big boy.
You got 12 for 12. I'm believing in him, but I got David, but I believe Demetrius, if anybody can do it, it's that wild Andrade. Where you from?
I feel
Rhode
like
Island?
from Rhode Island.
It's always weird. I'm like, how you from Rhode Island? He like the last person I know from Rhode Island.
He ain't the only boxer from Rhode Island.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, what's his name from? Rashidi Ellis. The Ellis brothers is from.
Oh, okay.
Is from
Who knew? I think.
From that New England area.
Yeah. I forgot what they call it. They call it something.
Yeah.
Something.
Jason Estrada, old school Olympian, 2004 Olympian.
Okay.
Ellis is from Massachusetts.
Yeah, he said round there. I gave him.
I said around there. Yeah, hey, don't be correcting me no more, please.
I get where Shawn come from. I'm like, it's one of them little baby ones.
I said, he hit me for payment this week. I said, for the month. I said, can we push it till December? He said, if I can push being out of the studio till December. I said, your money's on the way, sir.
Hey, sometimes you gotta be ready. But yeah.
And then for Boo Boo, I just feel like there's more out there that you could use for Boo Boo to get ready.
Really.
To get ready for David.
Because Boo Boo's style is very awkward.
That's the part that you more than likely
punches come from everywhere.
That's the part you probably won't be able to emulate. Okay. You probably won't be able to emulate somebody that can dip down like this and bring up jab and do these other. I mean, the boy
exiting and then hit you with something.
He's always been so magical with his feet, the way he pivoted. One of the baddest pivoters that I know of. I know Carson used to always talk about Lomachenko and things like that. He can do that as well. So I think those nuances right there, you can't find that. So don't even try. You know what I mean? If anything, you find somebody with the speed and the southpaw style, and then from there you just say, hey, when you get a chance, hey,
move.
Dip this way. Yeah. That's what my dad would do.
Yeah.
If we needed somebody for something specific, my dad would say, don't change who you are. I'll just cue you. And when I cue you, just do it one time.
Yeah.
I just need my son to see it. If he sees it, then he's at the least his reflexes are aware that it's there. You know what I mean? You
ever had? Don't say names. Don't say names, Shawn. I said it again. Don't say names. You ever had somebody come in camp and just let you down? Like, oh man, you ain't what I thought you was. Like just after a week of training with you, just like oh man, the PorterWay. PorterWay, don't say names, Shawn. I just told you, don't say names. I can say names. At the end of the day, you're respected by your peers, and I want to continue that.
I sparred with David.
Oh my God! we already got an issue with them. Oh my God!
I sparred with David once, and we did 10 or we did 12 rounds. I think we did 10.
That was
It's when I went out to LA. I went out to Cali to spar with him.
Getting ready for Big Boy, right? Getting ready for Spence.
Yeah, I was getting ready for Spence. Yeah.
And he was whooping your ass.
Who?
Yeah, the film I seen. Hey, I never forget. This what I got. If Spence start hitting him like that, I don't know if I could watch the fight. I said, hey, relax, okay? Yeah, that was a 24. Yeah.
So when I spar with him, for me it was. And I came into...
But you got to think at the same time, he's not going in on you.
I came into Cali ready.
Okay, but he's not going in on you, Shawn.
Can I get there?
Okay.
Let me get there.
This is his dad's response. You said something like this before.
I came into Cali ready.
Okay.
We was still a good 6 weeks away from the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's ready. but I came into Cali ready. And he wasn't exactly ready. His fight was already announced with Anthony and all that kind of stuff. I'm pretty sure it was announced. Yeah. But my dad was just like, hey, I want to come in and get some hard sparring before we go to DC. Can I get my son in the ring with your son? Boom, we made it happen. And it was great. This is what I remember about the sparring. I remember that I was on my shit every single round.
Okay. His dad said, because Shawn, we could have went off on Shawn Porter's ass and we held off.
Listen,
Okay?
can I get there?
I'm just saying.
I was on my shit every single round.
Okay, you're my guy. I just don't think you can.
In the building, but the building process that you see on fight night, it was the same thing in sparring.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, and we're two different weight classes. My stuff is all about speed, especially against you because you so big.
Yeah,
this was literally cat and mouse. I'm in, I'm out, in, out, in, out. But this was the funny part. The funny part was we had a great sparring session. It was kind of like that sparring that sent us to the East Coast to get, so we was hyped about it. But then I hear Wade and I hear my dad, Shawn did this, Shawn did that. And I'm like, I'm minding my own business because, I'm wrapping my gloves, whatever the case may be. And I'm here, yeah, Shawn did this, Shawn did that. He looked like this, he looked like that. And the only thing I could think to myself was, well, this dude ain't been training the way I've been training. And this dude is 180, 190 probably. So he was taking it easy, if anything.
So relax.
Yeah, just relax. Let's get to DC. Let's get to DC. But the fact that I can even talk about being in the sparring session with David for 10 plus rounds, and as fun as it was, and as challenging as it was, again, I talk about fighters got to find ways to have fun with this stuff because it will wear you down. And you will get burnt out if you're not finding ways to enjoy it. And so my dad's way of getting me out of the comfort zone and out of the same rigmarole every day was, let's go to LA, let's get some sparring in with David before we go over to DC. And it was exactly what we needed. I mean, look at how I performed in the fight against Errol Spence.
And look how he performed with Anthony Durrell.
And this fight was literally, that sparring session was literally at least 6 weeks before the fight. But moments is what makes the big moment. You know what I mean? And so having little moments with him, even having little moments of struggles against him. There was one moment I was just standing right in front of him. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah, and he went.
That's all access said. So that's the tech. I literally got text messages. Because everybody thought you was gonna get mopped anyway. But everybody was like,
"Hold on, mopped against him or mopped against Errol?"
I mean, everybody expect you. If y'all really fought, I'm throwing in the towel.
Listen.
Okay, you getting stopped against Dave Benavidez, and you're my
tired.
guy. But everybody but the camp and your friends, everybody, we knew what the hell was going on. But a lot of people thought this was because of the
based on that.
We talked about that. Yeah. But no, people was already worried, including significant others. Yeah. Like, relax. We know what we're doing. But just like, man, Shawn started getting hit like that. I don't think I could take it. I'm like, relax. It's just a clip from All Access. I see what they're doing. Yeah. Trying to build it up. But yeah, that moment when you got caught in the corner and he started letting it off, that's what I was like, God,
I was like, dude, let me get back out. Let me get off my lazy track.
Does it feel like you getting hit by like...
No, it didn't hurt or anything like that.
Saying,
it was just,
for
me, it was just, again, like big moments and small moments. It was the moment where it was like, I got caught up being lazy, and he found a moment where he's like, all right, he's standing right here. Let me teach him a lesson. Yeah. And he ripped off the nice little shoe shine on my face. And it was like damn, like, you was shooting like pretty well. You was 90 from the free throw line. Now your shit just went to 70 because of that moment, but... those are the moments. Again, you asked, who have you sparred with that you was just like, yo, they didn't show up.
Don't say it.
I've never really sparred with anybody that didn't show up. Okay. That I could think of now that I'm thinking.
But because I've seen y'all work out and it's tough. Yeah. For somebody to last a whole camp with you guys. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure people didn't make it.
Ain't nobody lasting all camp.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that just y'all got used to it. Just like we had a few guys coming.
It's been guys we've used at the beginning, then we'll bring in on the back end of camp. Yeah.
Anybody that came into camp with you that impressed you, like, man, this guy.
Everybody always asked me about my sparring with Tank, and I was like, well, the thing about Tank,
but Tank was already Tank.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I was just talking
David was already David. Shawn already Shawn. What you talking about?
But Tank is like, he's on a different level. You came in the spar with Tank, okay? Let's get it right. Hold
on, slow down, goddammit. All right? I'll make you exit left right now. All right?
Nah, but...
I was in the camp. Tank was beginning his camp. And, but that's the one where... Exactly everything that I've seen in fights of his, I knew what the sparring was gonna be, and it ended up being just that. You know what I mean? And a cold killer he is too.
Have you sparred with? So you sparred with Haney, Tank. Have you Shakur?
Never sparred with Shakur.
I was wondering because I'm like,
I'm pretty sure he asked me to spar. He did. He asked me to spar with
ducked
him.
him.
Yeah, hell yeah, I ducked him.
Why?
Because I didn't want to spar with him.
That's a tough. That
was
spar.
at the end of the career, bro. That was like literally the last fight.
That would have helped you for Terrence.
Yeah. Nah, he didn't. I think it was before Terrence, but he just happened to pop in, was in town.
Want to spar?
And was like, yo, you want to spar? I think he was just, kind of like just playing around or whatever. But if I say, yeah, let's get in tomorrow, he'd have showed up.
Yeah, but that would have been nice. You would have got all the. I mean, you got Haney, got Tank,
Teofimo.
in
the ring with Tio.
And eventually all those guys on the collision course down the road.
Yeah. And so that you guys all know, my dad's philosophy for me was at the end of camp, let me get guys in here that are fast, that could just push on. He just needs to sharpen, stay sharp. Yeah. This is peak week. Stay sharp, make sure everything is sharp, and let's get guys in here who can challenge his reflexes and his speed and make him step it up. Again, when I was talking about Boo Boo sparring with young fighters, if you're sparring with young fighters, they're going to come into the ring ready to challenge themselves and also challenge you. You don't want to be in the ring. A lot of times you don't want to be in the ring with somebody who has won or fought for multiple belts, knows their way around the ring, knows how to pace themselves, knows how to find moments when they want to work hard, moments when they don't. You want to find the young guys that's hungry, come in ready to work,
gonna push you.
And ready to push you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yep. So I think it's going to be a little bit harder for me personally. I think it's a little harder for Boo Boo to find work than it is for David, because I think I just think that the overall package that comes in with David is like it's a different kind of. He's a hybrid. You know what I mean? He's big, but he's also fast, but he's also strong, but he can also move. He's got the IQ, can box. It's a full plethora of things that you gotta. Yeah. Did you ask Naeem like why he thinks?
Nope. Next week we're having Naeem and Larry Grant on the show. I've already announced it. I think it might be 2 weeks.
I seen Larry's son at Game Changers. He's like, oh yeah, my dad coming on your show. I'm like, well, who's your dad? He's like, Larry Grant. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, November 19th, and we're gonna ask them all that. Yeah, they gonna give up that money, because they all got some bets for that.
Is Naeem coming in, or he gonna be?
I think Naeem gonna come on Zoom.
Okay.
Larry will be in studio, but yeah, it's one of those things. You ever also been in camp, Shawn? Because practice in camp is what determines what's gonna happen. Let's say if you play football on a Friday, or on a Sunday, on a Saturday, what's gonna happen with you on a Saturday? You ever been in camp with somebody, or Pop's always handled this where you like, hey, bro, you're not giving me. I know you like. I know Pops ain't going for that.
Yeah, no.
Pop, it don't even get past you.
It don't get past me. Nah.
Oh, okay.
I can't. But there was one time where after we sparred, he was like, "What you think? You want to keep using him?" I was like, "No, he ain't the guy."
Yeah. Okay.
But there hasn't been very many times where my dad kind of, for the sake of words, consulted what I thought or what I felt about how the dynamic was. He just it's that trust factor. I always knew my dad was gonna get it done, and he always knew that he would get it done too. So he did his job in camp, and then I did my job on fight night.
Because I've talked to kids and talked to teams, and they always ask me like, what's very important, that like what you need to do to be successful. And I said, if you guys want to win, scout team, you're the most important. And that's why we was talking about Gorman last night, and I was talking about all the kids that's successful. The thing about them, Shawn, is what they didn't have, what they got over there that we didn't have at Bishop Gorman. They have a number one defense.
They have a full offense and a full defense. Yeah.
So you're peaking all week.
Yeah.
To be prepared for Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
And that's...
They number ones don't go against their number ones, do they?
Not a little bit, but not a lot. They don't, but when they have to turn it up for 20, 30 plays, they turn up for 20, 30 plays.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Camp is everything they're doing now is very important. So if you see anything dropping, don't look at, like I got an easy day. Like, I'm never, we get through this about the kid and stuff. I'm never going to be giving you something easy because life ain't easy. It just...
I've had guys in camp and the sparring wasn't going good. and we're scheduled to do like 8 or 10 rounds. My dad shuts it down after 5 rounds, shuts it down after 4 rounds. And now those guys looking like, man, I just got paid for free. Like, can we spar together? Other guy, my dad was like, no, y'all not sparring to each other.
That's a wrap. Y'all get
He
the
said,
hell out of here.
everybody's done.
Yeah.
Because I still need y'all for when he's ready. Let me get his mind right.
Oh, so you was
okay. You
didn't tell me that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you got 3 bums.
No.
You was the bum.
Yeah, I was the bum. Yeah.
Okay.
My dad said, I got to get his mind right. And when he get his mind right, I need y'all to be firing. And so I don't need y'all sparring with each other. You know what I mean? But there's also been other camps where my dad, it was a lot of us. And hey, you guys do a couple rounds after he's done. And my dad would coach other guys too. You know what I mean? So I think that's another interesting part of this fight. In the undercard, you got Jose Benavidez against Jermall.
Oh, you got it right because I got it wrong. That is a very interesting fight.
Yeah.
Man, because I don't understand how Charlo has a WBC belt for 2 years, not defending it this month either, hasn't been stripped.
He not defending it in his next
10
fight?
rounds.
It's a 10-round title fight, right? Yeah, 10-round title fight.
Not a title fight, just 10 rounds.
It's a 10-round title fight.
No. Oh, are you trying to? Oh, we doing something on the low right now?
Somebody doing something on the low. Damn it.
I don't think it's gonna be announced as a title fight, Shawn. If Jose wins,
It's Jose's chance.
I don't think if I'm Jose, I'm fighting for it.
It's
Like we gotta
Jose's
turn,
chance.
we gotta turn this into a title fight. But I don't
Jose.
think it is a title fight. But this is very honestly. And I tell everybody this, I'm worried that Charlo needs to handle stuff outside the ring. Does it say something about a title fight?
I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, no. Don't non-title WBC, not a special event. That's what it is. It's a WBC special event, a non-title special event. So we're getting a special event. Don't worry about the title. We're getting a special event. Okay?
The whole night is supposed to be the special event.
No. No, you ever had I don't know, Grey Poupon? That's what you get. Okay?
Getting the burger with all the trimmings.
Yeah, but you're not getting the burger. So yeah, you're not getting the meat.
Hold up, let's
Who you about to call
I'm
somebody?
not calling nobody.
Okay,
Stop,
all right.
stop,
I'm gonna keep going.
stop. I never call anybody.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going. So my thing is, I feel like Charlo.
I did grab my phone like Rex.
Yeah, like he's about to call somebody. I feel like Charlo has a lot he's going through outside the ring that I felt he should get handled before he gets back in the ring. But at the same time, Charlo's been out the ring for a long time, man. And it's just like, I have no clue how he's fighting in a fight with a belt and not defending the belt after 2 years, which that is nuts to me. How are you able to get that off? Are you trying to figure out last time he fought?
Well, I was just trying to figure out who he fought last because I was trying to take my mind to, the last time we saw Jermall Charlo, this is what he looked like. But I do remember the fight against, no, it wasn't Juan Macias Montiel. I remember that fight. It was a unanimous decision, kind of just. Mm-hmm. It wasn't struggles, but it wasn't. He for the sake of words wasn't himself. Whatever the case may be. Before that was Sergey Derevyanchenko, and then before that, Dennis Hogan. So the list is not very long for a guy like this who's been out of the ring for 2 years. And you're taking on Jose Benavidez Jr. So first of all, Jermall Charlo, number one thing he needs to do is he needs to fight in the gym. Mm. He needs to have a couple of sparring sessions that are very heated.
Wars.
That are that he's expected to fight to perform like it's fight night. Mm-hmm. And again, this is me speaking from experience where I've had so many months without fighting that my dad was like, well, we're just going to fight in the gym and you're going to have to be prepared when that time comes. So that's the number one thing for him. In order for him to be ready on fight night, he has to have a couple of fight nights before fight night.
Right now, it's very important so you're saying the next 2 weeks, basically?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This week and next week.
Yeah, you're right. I forget. It's coming up
peak
so
week
fast,
is next week.
Yeah, peak week would technically be next week because the week after that will be the fight week. So not next. Well, yeah.
Peak week.
Yeah. That's number one. What I would do, again, go back to what I did with David Benavidez. Get out of Texas. You go somewhere that is like a full gym. Like when we would go to Wild Card, we didn't kick everybody out the gym. We wanted the gym loud. We wanted whoever we were sparring to be somebody that was basically a stranger. I don't have any friendship, any ties to you. I ain't got no reason not to unload on you. You know what I mean? So I would say in order for him to do that, get out of Dallas, get out of Houston, wherever he's at.
Get out your comfort zone.
Get out of your comfort zone and go to somebody's gym and say, hey, y'all know we fight next week. We want to challenge a couple people to help us get ready for this fight, you know? At this point, you can't really be concerned with, you're at the end of camp now. He should not have been concerned with, is this person got a title? How many fights does this person have? Whoever pushing you, big dog, and whoever's making the same kind of movements and doing the same kind of things that this dude is going to do, primarily just being in your face.
Yeah. Come on!
Yeah, primarily just being in your face.
Let's fight.
That's what you need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, again, another fighter who should have got some young guys, some young talent to get in the ring with him, you know? Once you fast forward and you look at Jose Benavidez and you just look, I should have looked at his record, because I don't know when the last time he fought.
It's right there on the screen, actually.
No, the last time he fought.
He just fought recently in the last 2 months. He actually fought. Yep.
His last fight was off TV fight.
Off TV fight, but yeah, he fought recently. I'm looking it up right now.
My man was coming from them belts.
You don't like he fought.
My man was trying to join the club.
August 12th.
Wow.
Got a TKO, 5th round TKO.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Number one, it only makes sense because before that, when was his last fight? What was his fight before that? August
Danny Garcia 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, last year.
Yeah, Danny Garcia last year. Wow.
He lost. He went 12.
So that's how you make this fight like a relevant fight or whatever. Obviously, we know everything that Jermall's going through. Who can we get him in the ring with that we think is the belts are safe? Someone who's gonna, challenge him, but somebody who also presents a name. You find somebody who hasn't been very active, but then you get that guy active just before the fight, so that it makes a little bit more sense. And it was a TKO.
Yep, TKO.
So that's how that goes. But what I was gonna say is for somebody like Jose Benavidez, who we saw jump into the movie scene.
Hell of an actor.
He did a good job on that Creed in the Creed movie. You would look at it and say, well, he's got other interests now.
Definitely pressed me before with Shawn Porter. Yeah, that's what comes with being attached to Shawn.
You want me to
Nope.
say
I'm just saying.
Challenged.
No, you don't feel challenged. No, I stood up for myself.
Let me find it, and I'll make sure that you get this, and we'll end the show with this.
Oh, okay.
But no, I think that, again, you find somebody who hasn't been very active, somebody who's been kind of, for the sake of words, touching other things, but when you take a look at it, I don't assume, I'm not going to assume that Jose Benavidez has Shawn Porter goals for the acting world. So what does that mean? He's more of a boxer than he is an actor. Even though
it's hard for you to say that. My man's been in movies Creed 3.
I know, but
you've been in Creed?
No. I'm
like,
saying his interest. Where is he invested? Is he invested 100% into acting, or is he invested into something he hasn't had?
He's still actively fighting.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
A lot of fighters, once they move on, they check out of this. But there's some money over here. Oh, there's supposed to be a belt over here. Let me see if I can go get it. Yeah, let me see if I can go get it. Most people are trying to feed their family. But he hasn't found anything else to feed his family, is what I'm saying, psychologically.
I think he's slowly transitioning into acting because he's a hell of an actor.
You think so?
Yeah, again, when he asked him and Gabe Rosado, I really like those two.
Yeah. Well, we'll check him out. We'll find out if he trying to transition into acting.
Yeah, he ain't coming on here. And hey, shout out to Anthony. I was in the movie for. You missed me. I was in Creed 3 for.
I'm just trying to kind of, for the sake of words, paint that picture of where his psychological place may be.
Okay.
In terms of, again, like, y'all seem like I'm told y'all everything that I'm doing. I'm checked out. I'm not boxing anymore. Yeah. If I came back tomorrow, y'all would be like, well, what about this, and this, and this? How serious is Shawn about fighting again?
I mean, that's kind of that they felt when we did the podcast and the
right.
fight.
So, and I'm saying that you can't say that about him. So you can look at this as a legit fight.
Oh, yeah.
You can look at this as a...
This is 50-50.
Yeah.
And that's because Jermall Charlo's not
Damn. You said this 50-50.
This is 50-50.
Damn.
And that's because you're not active, and I feel like he's dealing with a lot. But just been out the ring so long, Jose Benavidez is right in your face. He coming to fight. If you better be on your game, because if you not on your game and not, because he can box. Charlo can box off his back foot, and he's done that the last couple fights. Mm-hmm. But if you ain't been in the ring and been on your game, and Shawn always says peaking in camp, Jose Benavidez is gonna be right there all night long and make you bite down on your ish and fight and throw them things.
Yeah.
Because that's just how he's built.
Yeah.
And it just, that makes for a good night of boxing. I think this 50-50, Shawn, and I think there's a reason why the belt's not up.
I'm still betting on the right hand.
Oh, that right hand? Mm-hmm. I mean, I've seen that dude.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
You forgot about the right hand.
It ain't his brother's right hand.
Charlo?
Yeah.
They don't got the same right hand?
Not this, nah.
I mean, it's identical.
It's identical, right? I just thought, yeah.
Well, the knockout rate ain't the same.
It ain't? The knockout rate ain't the same?
It's probably like 30% versus 60, 70.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got way more. You think he got?
It's 68% right there. KO percentage.
Okay. I just don't believe in his power like that.
Well,
all right, but whatever. Numbers don't lie, they say.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really know what Charlo is gonna look like if we base it on his last fight. Another, just like his brother, waits on that right hand, sits on it, lands it, game over. Is how I remember him, and is also how I know and remember Jermall as well. He's gonna be in his face.
He definitely got more knockouts than his brother,
and he gonna be in line for the right hand. So
okay,
it's gonna be a good fight.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, that's a tough one.
It's gonna be a good fight.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. What? So where's PBC going?
Oh, PBC, man. I talked to the powers that be. You know.
You can call me.
Yeah, I know. I went way past you. Way past. I'm past PBC. I'm up there.
Well, what plumbers you talking to?
I got plumbers that be in the White House.
What plumbers are you speaking?
We in this tight core. Okay, all we ask for is trust. Nah, I mean options. I mean, I've heard a lot, but I mean,
where would you rather see them? Netflix or Amazon?
Netflix. Oh, Netflix, because I feel like we got. Oh, that's tough. Well, because I remember saying to myself, damn, I just thought about this. I think there's more.
You having a conversation with yourself, bro.
Yeah, and then I thought about
Talk
it.
Talk to me.
Okay. Now I start having another conversation with myself.
Talk to me.
All right, PBC. I feel Netflix, because I feel like more people have that in their home than Amazon. Has Amazon really? You got Amazon in your home?
Yes, and so do you.
No, I'm saying you got Amazon Prime, the TV show.
Yes, and so do you.
But so many people I know. Okay, I almost said something about our money. I mean, that's more people got Netflix. My mom got Netflix.
So?
Your mother-in-law, your mom got Netflix. I don't think they got Amazon.
Listen, Netflix is not known for having live.
Go ahead.
Let me correct you. Amazon Prime has an estimated 167.2 million subscribers in the U.S. alone.
Okay, we're Netflix?
77.3. Damn. Less.
Damn, I am doing bad today.
I tried.
No. I was trying because I thought that's what happened when I thought. And I can't even say that they share because they stopped the sharing.
And furthermore, Amazon just picked up Thursday Night Football, which at first I was like looking for it. I had to find out that it was on Amazon. But Amazon is known for having live events, now live sports, and they have a live channel on the actual app now. Okay. Which is awesome. I
didn't know that, so maybe I'm the one that don't got it.
You probably don't at this point. But I just thought that, or I think that PBC makes sense on Amazon.
Yeah, I think
that when you have the ability to market boxing on such a humongous platform, you're going to be marketing that on the side of Amazon that people are buying stuff. You know what I mean? So it's going to be marketed everywhere. And I think that Netflix is more of a download and you got it. Obviously don't want to speak bad about either because we need a home.
Yeah, we still looking for a home.
But I like the thought of having boxing on Prime.
And I think Wallow mentioned this just about 6 months ago that it was Amazon started, maybe less than that, started doing some stuff. So maybe it's like what you just said, the football, they got the sports, everything.
Yeah.
Maybe it is a perfect place for PBC.
Boxing scene, shout them out. They released a story, Netflix reportedly exploring live boxing shows featuring PBC and Jake Paul, amongst others. So, it's
Told you I'll talk to somebody above PBC.
might be kind of weird.
Yeah, it's definitely everything.
No. I'm saying
everything's weird till you do it.
Well, I'm saying it might be kind of weird, but if boxing was, for the sake of words, following Jake Paul, I think that's kind of it seems weird, but the dude has been able to
He making it make sense.
And make it make sense. So
We'll see, man. I mean,
stranger things have happened.
yeah, it's
Francis Ngannou almost beat Tyson Fury.
some would say, including I, that he did. A lot of people said you as a boxer, you just want to accept that y'all lost.
Somebody said that.
Yeah, a lot of people saying that. It's
Somebody
like,
said
yeah, it's like boxers are delusional. And I get it, because it's like, man, this dude can't come here and just win and leave.
Y'all want to see the playback? Gotta go over to the Patreon. That's how you see the playback. You know, I watched it and I scored it, so that's what you got to do. Patreon.com.
Did you watch it with a UFC fighter?
TPWP.
Did you do that already?
Oh, I got to do that with a UFC fighter. I should have did it with a UFC fighter.
Did you send that yet? I don't know if it's on
I haven't
Patreon
sent it yet. No.
Oh, okay.
But you should have watched it with a UFC fighter.
Pump your brakes. I'm gonna do it
cancel
again with a UFC fighter.
Hey, this guy right
Go
here.
get it. I mean, go subscribe anyway.
No,
but
you
then,
can't watch.
So watch me
think
do
that
it
would be
peacefully by myself, and then watch me do it and argue with a UFC fighter.
Who UFC fighter you know?
I know a couple.
Okay. You're back home, heavyweight.
Stipe.
That's perfect, because he's
Stipe's
fine.
happy. Yeah.
He's
and he
fine.
fought. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. Make that happen.
Go home and get with Stipe.
Yeah. So what next we got on the docket? Shakur, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Vegas.
Yeah.
He's gonna be right on that train of the F1, so that's kind of perfect for him.
Yeah.
Love for him to have a great performance that night.
Do you know where that fight's taking place at?
Do I know? No, I
Where's that fight taking
don't.
place
Obviously, it's here on the Strip. Where else? Where else?
In Reno, Nevada.
This is not in Reno, Nevada.
No, because you just said it's taking place here on the Strip. Like, that's your way of buying time.
Yeah, hey man, come on, you a snitch. Why you snitching?
It's taking place right here on the Strip.
Yeah,
It's going to be at T-Mobile.
Oh, they going to the big house. They going to on a Thursday.
Can you pull up the whole card, please?
On a
Hey,
Thursday.
be doing work for us, baby.
Are you going to that fight?
That's all they got on BoxRec so far is these two.
You going to that fight?
You want to go?
Why not? Let's do it.
All right. Yeah.
Let's do it. Terrence. Oh, we're going to do dinner that week too with Terrence.
Oh, all right.
So Terrence being, I almost said we was going to dinner. Ugh, that would have been bad. People are crazy.
Nobody's showing up.
I don't know why you think people are crazy.
Please say it. I would love for you
No,
to say it.
hell no. It's people's safety out here. What you looking at the car for?
Emmanuel Navarrete and Robertson Conceição.
Co-main event? Are they setting
That's
up?
co-main probably.
Are they trying to set up? Nah, 2 different weights.
Yeah, 2 different weights.
No,
That's
nah,
30,
he not trying
35.
to. He not trying to come up. Did that work?
I don't think Edwin De Los Santos got anything for Shakur Stevenson.
No. Anything. Nothing.
Don't forget what the dude did.
I don't care. I don't care. You talking about Shakur Stevenson? One of my. Hey man.
He's special.
Special. I'm. Every time Shakur, Tank, Haney fight somebody, I'm like, all right, cool. I want to see Shakur versus blah blah blah. I want to see Haney versus Tank versus. It's like I don't even care when the first 2 fight and one of them lose. Next 2 fight, I want to just keep going.
Yeah.
Just keep looping together. It's like, when are we ever gonna get the 3? Because they basically the next big 3, Shawn. When are we ever gonna get that? 2024? 2025? Shout out to Dane. Dane said we ain't getting in 2024. Haney.
I thought about this yesterday.
Okay.
I mean, you asked me earlier, like, when do you think about the podcast? And I actually thought about this not yesterday, the day before yesterday. I was having a conversation with somebody. That's a lot of big fights right there.
A lot of money.
And we got a lot of big fights this year, didn't we?
Yes.
And we got a lot of big fights on Showtime this year.
Yes.
We got big fights around
Showtime basically dominated the big fights.
Yeah, we got, but
They
I was
went
like,
out with a bang.
I was like, yo, in retrospect, what I truly feel is that this wasn't just these fights make sense, so let's make them happen now because they make sense now. I think it was more so PBC is showing Amazon, showing Netflix, this is what we can do.
Deliver, yeah.
And Showtime ended up being the train that was pushing all that.
Yeah.
And they lose at the end.
Did they lose or did they gain?
Well, they lost, but
They lost
the sports.
They lost the home.
The sports. What do you call it? Like the sports division as a whole is leaving Showtime. So it's not like just boxing.
Yeah.
It's just leaving
It wasn't just a boxing
Showtime.
thing.
Yeah. But at the same time, I was like, yo, with PBC knowing this, they knew, hey, in order for us to get Prime, in order for us to get Netflix, in order for us to get something better than this right here, we got to show them what we worth.
Yeah, you can't in 2022. 2022 was a down year of boxing. Like I felt like we never got. I know, but I feel like we didn't get everything we wanted. And 2023 just gave us a bunch of fights, and you can't bring that to the table and then expect the deal and expect to get the money you want.
Yeah,
have special requests. So they left with a boom.
But I think a mark though.
Yeah,
I think that's the mark now for PBC.
Yeah,
you know, you get Jermall and Jose, and then you get winner of that against another elite fighter. You know what I mean? I think what's his name could possibly be in the conversation for that Tim Tszyu.
Okay.
Even though Tim Tszyu's a 154-pound fighter, I think he could possibly be in the conversation.
Why would you skip Carlos, the interim
Adames?
Champion? Yeah.
You don't. I personally don't skip him, but I don't think that it's quite time for him to be in the ring with those guys. His name and relevancy isn't like Tim Tszyu.
Build your name up, come back and talk to me.
Some fighters just gotta continue to kind of, for the sake of words, stay in their lane. You know, and I hate to say it that way, but Carlos Adames, I think he beats Charlo and he beats Benavidez just based on,
especially right now,
based on who he is and what he can do.
Yeah.
He's really good. And I'm trying to think of something while I'm talking at the same time, but I just think that somebody like Tim Tszyu, again, when you gotta sell and promote to a big network, now it's about name, now it's about leverage, now it's about who can they pull into the stadium, the list goes on. I just feel like even though Tim hasn't had a fight over here yet, he's coming over here at the beginning of the year. He'll be fighting over here in the beginning of the year, you know, so I think that somebody like him could be more so in line to fight at 160 before somebody like Carlos Adames.
Fight those guys at 160.
Those guys. Yeah, those guys.
But I mean, at the end of the day, why would I give up the search for your other brother to go to the other brother? My path is the other twin.
Yeah.
I think even though you told him you'll never get him, his mindset is still Charlo.
Yeah.
Is that Jermall Charlo?
Jermall.
Yeah, Jermall Charlo. Y'all over here with all these Charlos messing me up. But I think Amazon and PBC match made in heaven, some would say, or no?
Which one?
Amazon and PBC.
I think so.
I think it could work.
I think it's a match made in heaven.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people like nervous. I mean, just go and take a challenge. What happens? I mean, when PBC first came on stage, they were all over the place. And eventually they settled down, figured out their home and kind of settled in.
Yeah.
But when they first came, it was they here. One channel I didn't even have.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, what's going on?
Bounce.
Shut up, Shawn. How you know that? They might go back to Bounce.
Yeah, told you gotta call me when you want to know stuff.
Okay. Shout out to Bounce.
Don't call Shawn to tell.
Hey, they was all over the place, and eventually they found their home and settled in. Yeah. But it was always fun. And Scrappy on.
Oh, is he?
And Al will get it right if there's one thing.
That's funny.
That's one thing. Al will get it right. He's been in this thing a long time, Shawn.
Yeah.
Smart man.
Got a guess for you guys. If y'all can't tell by now, this was a non. There was no preparation for this show whatsoever.
We couldn't.
And
I mean, there was some fights last night.
Yeah,
Shout out to Jabe. He got the knockout up in Lake Tahoe.
Yeah, F.A. right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jabe.
Yeah. Yes.
He's gonna always be remembered for the dude not coming to the ring.
But we're gonna welcome to the PorterWay Podcast. Scrappy.
No, don't call him Scrappy. Call him John. Call him by his government. Call him by his mama and his
Hello, John.
Damn, hey, come on, bro.
Man, listen, man.
Government, man.
Nah,
I
I was
putting that out there, man.
he said I'm trying to live past that name.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. When you say Scrappy, I'm like, oh man, I don't want no problems. Then you say John, I'm like, oh man, tell that nigga come down here.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know my real name because the whole world called me Scrappy. I've been called Scrappy since I was in middle school, bro. So like, I really don't hear my name.
I'm supposed to believe that you don't know your name.
I'm trying to tell you, I don't hear it.
Okay,
John.
There you go.
Did he say yes? Did he say yes? Hey, man, we gonna drop that though, because I know, hey, you want to market yourself and you want to be known how you want to be known. So, but we did want to. We looked at it. We just like, what?
Yeah.
But no, we got you, Scrappy. What's good with you, boss?
Not much, bro. You know, just enjoying life.
Did you wake up with all the gold on?
I'm in Texas with Regis.
Say again?
Right now, I'm in Texas with Regis.
Okay, you getting ready?
Staying locked in, bro.
That's what's up. Are you working with him?
Of course.
Okay. How's the work so far?
The work is good. No, I ain't sparring with him. I'm just you know, just staying around with him. You know, just pushing him. You know, because being in camp by yourself is one thing, but when you have someone pushing you, bro, it's a different type of energy. So just trying to help. You know, and we got the same trainer, so I gotta stay sharp. You know, ain't no days.
And you know, me and Scrappy was talking. I was telling him the thing I've been around boxing, just locking in, man. Like a lot of fighters get a little bit of fame and let it go to their head. This is not the peak. This is not where Scrappy wants to be. Yeah, a few people know his name, but he want to be up there with the legends. He has a high peak where he wants to go. And I like what you're doing right now with Regis. You're surrounding yourself by greatness at all times.
Yeah, I got you, man. Just I'm thinking about the bigger picture, you know. Mm-hmm. That's all. Like the money, the everything that come quick, that's cool. But you know, I'm thinking long run. So yeah, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So
yeah.
I'm always thinking about how can we expand, what else can we do better, how can we improve, and that's what I'm on. That's all.
Yeah, and speaking to that specifically, I actually was wondering that when I was watching you fight the other day. I'm like, you're good, you're explosive, you got some power, you know what you're looking at, and I'm like, okay, what does he need to take him to the next level? And then before I said that, the fight's over, and I'm thinking to myself like, what level does he aspire to get to? I can't think to myself, what does he need to get to this level, that level, if I don't know what level you want to get to. And so, you know, again, when I saw the way you came out, and I know you got a big name and all that kind of stuff, for some fighters and for some people, that's good enough. I'm gonna just keep riding this wave right here. Where do you aspire to go? What's your goal?
I'm aiming for pound now. You know, I'm just thinking big. At first it was world champion. I mean, shit, I'm literally right there. So now it's like, man, scratch that. I'm trying to be one of the best in the world. You know, skill. And I haven't had the opportunity to display what I bring to the table because no opposition has put me there yet. You know, so all the great things I've done in the gym, you know, and only Julian and some people have seen what I'm capable of. But not one person in the outside world has seen what I'm capable of. So now I'm aiming for pound. You know, is it possible? Absolutely. I believe in myself, so that's the most important thing. I know what I'm capable of. I work hard. I believe in myself, and it's all about just staying locked in, man. Like I said, so that's what drives me now. So pound for pound. How
long you been working with Julian?
So I've been with Julian since the start. He started at Wildcard. And matter of fact, that's where we met. You probably don't even remember that. we met at Wild Card. That's when you had your you used to go to Wild Card for training, but either way, so Julian was just assisting Freddie, and we would always just chop it up and talk. He would always give me pointers, and I used to tell him like, hey. When I turned pro, I want you to be my coach. So I did my thing. I did my thing in the amateur. And just coincidence. My amateur coach couldn't make it to my pro debut, so he subbed in because he was already going to be at the show. And boom, we just made it happen.
How much amateur experience did you have? Any big names you fought?
Nah. I mean, the only person I really fought in the amateur was like Amalu, Fernando's son. That's about it, you know. And I beat him. He's a good fighter. So I was always aiming for those top fighters, but I never got the opportunity. I was already old, so age was a little problem to get even local shows. So I had to go to big tournaments, go to nationals. So I only had 25 amateur fights, but all my experience came from sparring at Wild Card, the gym. I was that sparring partner just. I was the body they was trying to, I was that body they was trying to catch, but they couldn't, So, I took advantage of the opportunity,
Is that a part of your psychology now when you, as a professional, you like all the guys that you didn't fight as amateurs, but they had a big name or they had championships as amateurs? Are you looking at all those guys like, I'm going to get there first? What's your psychology like
It's
now?
not about getting there first. I mean, my main goal was to be a world champion. I never really care about the amateurs. I did the amateurs because that's where you get the experience for the pros. So that's the only reason. But from the jump, I had a kill list. I had a list who I'm coming for. So, and I still got it right there. So
is it under your pillow? Where's it at?
It's right in my pocket. It's in my pocket.
Who on the list, boss? Who on the list?
Like what people don't understand, I came to this business already knowing what I want to do. I'm not here just to be part of this shit. I'm here to take over it. It's that simple, I don't want to be nobody's friend. I don't want to hang out with other people just to be cool and this and that, I'm on a mission, man. World titles, and checks. That's what I'm on, I gotta secure my future. I gotta secure, because I'm straight out the ghetto, bro. Ain't no opportunity out there. So I have to create my opportunity, and boxing has provided that for me. So yeah, I'm blessed, man. Now I'm starting to live the life that I desire, but it wasn't easy, I had to go out there, fight, sacrifice a lot, cut people off, but it comes with the territory. All the greats did it, and I'm doing it now.
And now, best advice I can give you, bro, is no matter how big you get, that hunger that drives you right now, never forget that when you 100 million, bro, in the bank. We keep striving. Hey, we're not going back there no matter what.
No. I hear you. But in order to have that, you got to be passionate about your craft. Mm-hmm. That's what people. How do you work so hard, man? I'm passionate about this. It's easy for me. It's easy for me to wake up early in the morning and do it. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're capable of doing it. And people don't understand it. I'm passionate about it. I don't need nobody. Nobody pat my back. Nobody said good job. Nobody said I'm proud of you. I had to do that myself. I had to look at myself in the mirror and tell myself, yo, you doing it, man. Hey, head up, man. Hey, today wasn't good, but tomorrow you're gonna have a better day. I did that myself. So everybody criticizing, I criticize myself. I'm my worst critic, So I'm not tripping about none of that. I keep myself accountable, and I'm realistic with myself, man. I didn't get here by accident,
And is it any? What's the names we want, man? Who we going after?
Ioka. I'm the mandatory. It's that simple. So he should be fighting me.
Okay.
He got my strap. So
okay.
2024. Around March, around that time, you guys should be hearing something, and he should come see me. Well, he got to see me. Okay,
he got your straps over in storage for you right now.
Yep. He's taking care of it.
Okay, keeping them clean. I got you.
Let me say this real quick. Tim Tszyu was supposed to fight Jermall Charlo in the last 2 years, and things just kept getting postponed. Every time there was a postponement, Tim went out and found somebody else to get in the ring with. A lot of fighters aren't willing to do that. They want to sit still until that title is in the ring. What's your mindset? Are you willing to wait?
I wait if it's necessary, but look, no, I'm not waiting, bro. I'm not playing it safe. You know, I gotta stay busy. I don't have much experience. I also gotta get paid. You know, so like, I'm not waiting. You know, whoever's next up. So yeah, I'm not playing it safe. Like I said, this title eliminator, man, I waited for a long time. No, I didn't wait. Matter of fact, I still took my chances. I took other fights. I could have sat there and just not fight. And I fought twice, you know. Mm-hmm. So I'm not waiting on no one. The train must move forward, you know. And the thing gonna play out how it's supposed to play out. So I have faith. You know, I gotta do my job. My job is to stay in the gym, you know, stay ready. And then I got my management team and my promoter doing the thing. So they gonna present the right fight for me, and boom.
I saw another great figure in your corner at your last fight, Malik Scott. Talk to us a little bit about how your dynamic works with Malik.
Well, first and foremost, I respect him as a man, you know, because he's a great man, you know, character, a strong character, and he's just a genius. When it comes, he's a genius on the boxing side, and he's hungry, bro. He's always studying, he's always learning, and that's the type of people, that's the type of trainers I like, you know, because I come from a football background, you know, so we study. And every off season, I was taught that you got to go and find more information. And one thing I noticed about boxing coaches, they know what they know, and that's it. You know, they don't want to expand their knowledge. They don't want to try different methods, you know. And I'm not with that. That doesn't sit right with me. You know, I respect everybody, but at least the people I want in my corner, I want them to keep growing. How can we improve? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm happy. I'm happy where I'm at with both of my trainers, and there's no ego. You know, you got two good trainers, you know, masterminds, and sometimes that ego could get in between because he's doing it right, you're not doing it right. You know, they want to go back and forth, but they both play their position, and you know, I listen to both of them. So I'm in a good situation right now.
Man, I'm just doing this interview, bro. The maturity, the knowledge of the game, man, the love for the game. I noticed all this in this interview, bro. I mean, I take my hat off to you. You really love this, and you're going to give this everything. It's not even a question. I don't even question nothing. I know you're going to be at the top, bro.
Yeah, but you see, but that's because, man, you just know what you see, you know. Yeah. But, again, man, people just are quick to judge, you know.
Yeah,
he's outspoken, he do this, that. Man, I'm just having fun with it. But at the same time, man, you don't get here by accident, bro.
Yes, sir.
You don't get to this situation. And I tell everybody, man, it's easy to get here, but it's hard to stay. And I'm here to stay.
Yeah.
For your title fight, can we get a little Scrappy to walk you out?
A little Scrappy. You know what's funny? He hit my DMs.
Okay.
And he said, hey, we got the same name. Like, it would be cool if I walk you out.
That's what's up.
I don't know. We going to see, you know. I like creating my own lane, bro. Like, if you notice, like, I put my people on. Every song I walk out with, we remix and master it our way with our lyrics.
Okay.
You know, you see the fits, we create them. Shout out to What's Your Hustle, Johnny. Okay. So everything's like my own wave. I don't want to be like anybody else. I want to do it unique, you know? And that's the fun part about the business. Like, I'm doing it how I want to do it, you know? And yeah.
I was going to say, I see that you have a lot of fun. Less thinking that we'll let you go. You have a lot of fun, even with the walkouts and things like that.
Yeah.
And I was actually wondering, was there a fighter that you saw, you was like, yo, I'm going to do it like him? You know, was anybody inspired you, or is it just you?
So I came to this sport late, so I don't really know much about many fighters, but there's a few fighters people compare me to, right? Macho Camacho is like the number one, you know, Prince Nassim, but I never wanted to be like them.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't inspire to be like those fighters. They got their own thing, you know. And the funny part was, I first heard of Macho Camacho a week before my pro debut. That's when I first found out about him. That's when his HBO documentary came out. And when I was seeing it and I was watching, I'm like, bro, everything he's doing, his type of lifestyle is like, we're similar.
Yeah.
You know? So that caught my attention, but I never wanted to be like him. I never saw something he did. I'm like, oh, I'm going to do that. You know, it's just by nature, you know, like it's crazy. you know. But it's an honor for me to like even be compared to that individual, because man, Malik Scott tells me a whole bunch of stories about him. You know, he said, "Bro, you remind me of Macho Camacho, but you got something he don't got, and that's like the passion and the work ethic, because he didn't have that, and that was his downfall. He's like, that's what you got."
Yeah.
So it's crazy to me, like it's interesting, bro, because that's the people like I see when they like, I like watching their fights, you know, and for me to be compared to that, it's like, okay, that's dope, you know. So and it also tells me I'm on the right path.
I was gonna say I like to always give fighters advice when I have an opportunity to. Obviously, since we seen each other way back in the day, we ain't had many chances to rap. Hit me up anytime and we'll talk. But this is what I will say. It's not a bad thing to look at another fighter and say, "Oh, I like that. That's mine. Give me that."
I mean, I do. When it comes to the box, now that I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that I do. And one thing I got from you is like, you know, like being a little rough, you know, in the fight sometimes, you know, little in and outs.
That's what I like to tell people. Like, Shawn Porter ain't nothing but a big ball of a whole bunch of other fighters. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
absolutely. And that's why I got over here, you know, especially being at wild card. Like, I saw so many people sparring, so many say, like, I took, you know, I like what they were doing, and I made it my style.
Yes, sir.
I implemented it to me.
Yes, sir.
You know, so I've done that. But hey, I appreciate you giving me access to you, bro. You
Absolutely.
I'm gonna for sure take the opportunity. You know, I'm always reaching out, so you gonna hear from me for sure. You know, I'm always asking questions. I'm playing catch up. That's what people don't even know. Like, I'm in the fight, still learning. You know,
you're learning on the job.
7 years.
Yeah,
I've only been boxing for 7 years, so I'm in the fight, in the middle of the fight. And sometimes I figure it's like in the middle of the fight, I unlock a new level, or like I discover something new. I'm like, bro, I could do this. You know, it's weird how like I can't even explain the shit I be like thinking or like discovering in the fight. You know, it's like there's more to it in the middle of the fight.
Yeah. Well, listen, Scrap, we appreciate your time. Holler at Regis for us. Tell him we'll be hitting him up on the line real soon to get him back on the podcast as well. Beyond that, bruh, like I said, hit me up anytime, and especially when you in Vegas, man. We got to do it the PorterWay when you out here.
Yeah.
All right, sound good, man.
On the next one.
I see you with the hat.
Come on now. Come on now.
The right way.
Come on now. I won't dare take it off.
you got the socks matching the shirt. You got.
Come on now, stop it.
PIP, man.
Yes. Scrap, take care, bro.
Hey, Scrappy, don't start dressing like that after you win your first title, man. Hold
on. First of all, I've been doing it.
Oh.
Hey, I've been doing it.
Okay. I'm just gonna help him do it a little bit better.
Tell him what you got. Shawn.
Yeah, you know, I got a suit line for you whenever you're ready, big dog.
And I'm ready for the suit, and I'm gonna make it look good too.
Boom, boom. On the next one, boss. Take care.
I'm gonna tell you the secret to the suit. You got to be in shape. That's it. And got to be tailored to you. All right. I'm gonna talk to you.
That's what it is. On the next one.
Stay blessed, man.
Smooth, man.
Yeah.
Happy to have him call in.
That was a good time.
He brought the energy up, man. You wasn't doing shit before that.
Oh, man. Yeah. I'm the energy guy?
Yeah.
And wasn't doing it tonight, huh?
Listen, we over time. We going to get up out of here.
Yeah.
I came across something this week that just literally blew my mind. And I hope that it blows your guys' minds as well. And you as well. I know you be learning. While I'm talking, you be learning. So keep learning.
I'll be listening.
No. But no, on the real, I came across this the other day, man. Shout out to my boy, Boyd Melson. You'll be seeing him on the podcast soon. I'm gonna do something with him special that'll go to the Patreon, and we may do something on the podcast itself as well. But a remarkable gentleman, a great friend of myself, and a big supporter of Boo Andrade as well. So he's coming out, and I'm gonna take him to the fight. We'll be there for Boo and David Benavidez together. Nonetheless, we were talking the other day about fear, and he gave me an acronym for fear. I never heard it before. Fear, false evidence appearing real. And what I want to do with that right there is fear, false evidence appearing real. A lot of people may think themselves out of something because they've convinced themselves that some things, some false things are actually there that are not there. Of course, I got kids at home. They don't want to go in the back. They don't want to go upstairs by themselves when the lights is out. Fear, evidence, false evidence appearing real. So what I want you guys to do, when you feel like there's something, you have a fear of something, what's false there that's appearing itself to be real in your mind that's preventing you from doing that? Get yourself away from fear. Look at it as false evidence appearing real. You find the real evidence and you'll find your success. This is the PorterWay.
Stay blessed.